All right, spring cleaning is in full effect. It's about 7:30 on the first day of spring. It's also my mother's birthday, but we don't talk about that with sharing it. She, like me, does not like celebrating her birthday at all, so we gotta whisper when we talk about Ma's birthday. Good news, the puppy kennel has been cleaned. My workspace is reorganized. The pen of Damocles is still hanging from the ceiling. I moved the Kabuki lampshade. There's Kabuki over to my entertainment center. The pups are kind of enjoying a little bit of romper room on the orange couch. In the spirit of my learning Japanese, this is kind of like the eyesore of my domicile. So I went on eBay and I bought a 32-inch by 56-inch tapestry from Japan that is going to go over this eyesore and hopefully make this into a little bit more cosmetically appealing. And I'm excited to get that. One thing I'm very excited to point out is I did find the letter that Judge Pirro, I'm sorry if I mispronounced her name. I never knew who she was until I Googled her. She's kind of like Judge Judy, but a little bit younger. Well, anyway, I wasn't just out in the backyard in the rain, and I noticed I got a sniffle now, so not smart going out there without a coat and videotaping in the rain. But Judge Pirro wanted to try the case of the swamp in the backyard, and I think if I'm smart, I put that video on my computer, and here it is. Let's watch.
Alright, here I am in my backyard looking at this moat in the backyard. There's a line of water that goes from the
See that like ditch?
of my garage to this post, to this fence. I think it's just kind of interesting that this giant puddle here is actually the border between our two yards. And
Now, the reason that Judge Pirro is interested in my mother and myself is because of that line. When we bought the house back in 2009, we thought that we had the whole giant backyard, and turns out that is not so. That is not so. So even though we declined to go be on television and have Judge Pirro decide whether or not we were entitled to some compensation for kind of getting ripped off of our backyard, this week I'm going to have to put on pants, because I don't think any respecting judge, self-respecting judge, is going to take a guy in an Xbox shirt and shorts seriously in his courtroom. So I'm going to have to put on pants for our day in court, which is coming up very soon. And spring is in the air, and we'll have to see how that goes. But I'm glad I found this. I think it's kind of fun that I could have been on television talking about my backyard, and instead I'm talking about my backyard to my flip digital camera on the first day of spring. But things happen for a reason. So, all right, enough of a break. I don't know if I'll take any more footage. I got so much more work to do. This big clump of stuff is all the stuff that was in my van. So I still got to sort through that. The man cave here. This is the biggest disaster area. It's going to take hours and hours and hours to try to make this into some sort of less catastrophe. And of course, this room. Yeah, I got a lot of work to do. But spring is here, and let's get busy.